What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't... this started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hoosiers offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Finds his man. It's Hagan. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Back to throw. It's Bullock. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback get in a rhythm. Run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So Georgia's offense will go to work for the first time today. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Fires to the middle. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Hoosiers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. Need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Throws for the tight end. Finds a man by himself. Made a defender miss. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get... pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Line getting set on second down. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Caught over the middle, it's Tuggle. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Give to the running back. Spins away from the defender. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pickett. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! Ready to try the point after.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Frazier. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep him honest, take him chunk by chunk.
And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He throws one to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything. Available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Trying to impose their will with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to... losses, you're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bullock. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Smart throw there. Just go ahead, get what you can, keep the ball moving forward.
Well, and I think a lot of times you see QBs in this situation, they want to scramble, they want to take off, they want to try to make something happen. I love it when you just make the easy play. The easy throw to the running back, pick up several yards, make the next down more manageable.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Hoosiers have pushed it inside the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hagan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fit it in the window for the score.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a 1st half like that there in Bloomington. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best 1st half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from the 24. To the air, it's Stockton. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. He's got an open man. And he was off. Way gets it all the way to the 38. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete. Stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Makes the grab. It's Hagan.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He... have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Hagan. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The play action fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies With the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for space, it's Watson. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They'll leave it with him. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started. Territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Complete to start this drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away.
Offense facing 4th down.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes. Enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Looking to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab, it's Concepcion. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Bringing the heat. Got it behind the line. It's Watson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you can tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
The Dogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now
deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Concepcion. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Stockton. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got a man, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
They're already in field goal range. They've got time to take some shots. Need to be urgent, but don't rush. Leaves it with the back. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Caught momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Got it inside the 10. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th-quarter lead. Looking for a man. It's Bullock. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. You want to